Hello, my best students, and welcome to Native Explorer, a lesson that's going to flip everything you thought you knew about learning English. Today, I'm not here to motivate you with empty words or give you some quick, forgettable tips. No, this is something deeper, something most people are too afraid to face. Let me be honest with you right from the start. This isn't the kind of video you play in the background while scrolling through your phone. This isn't easy. It's not fun, and it's definitely not a shortcut. In fact, most people won't make it to the end of this video. You know why? Because the truth makes people uncomfortable. You've been lied to for years. You were taught to treat English like a school subject, memorize vocabulary lists, study grammar rules, repeat after the teacher. And yet, after all that effort, you still struggle to speak. You still feel stuck, lost in your own thoughts, translating every sentence in your head. Here's the truth no one ever told you. Fluency has nothing to do with your mouth. It's not about your tongue. It's not even about the words you know. Fluency begins in just one place, your mind. If your brain can't think in English, your mouth will never speak it naturally. That's exactly what we're going to change today. This is not a grammar class. This is not about adding more words to your brain. This is about erasing the old habits that keep you stuck, about rewiring your brain from the inside out so you stop learning English and start living it. By the end of this lesson, if you're brave enough to stay, you'll know exactly how to silence that voice inside your head that keeps translating everything. You'll understand how to think in English effortlessly, automatically, confidently. But I'm warning you, this isn't easy. It's going to challenge everything you've been taught, but it might just be the most important lesson of your entire English journey. If you're ready to stop dreaming about fluency and finally feel it, then don't just watch this video, experience it. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Kill the translator in your head. This is the monster that's been silently destroying your fluency from the beginning. Imagine this. You want to say a simple sentence in English, something like, I want to go to the market. But what do you actually do in your brain? You first think the sentence in your native language. Then you mentally translate each word, trying to remember the English version. Then you check if your grammar is right. Then you say it. That's 4 steps just to speak one sentence. You don't sound fluent. You sound exhausted because you're fighting a war inside your head. That voice, that invisible translator, is slowing you down, confusing you, and destroying your confidence. Why is this happening? Because your brain is trying to protect you. It's saying, let's use the language we already know. It's safer. That's why you go back to your native language first, even inside your thoughts. But fluency is not safe. Fluency is messy. Fluency is wild, emotional, and alive. You can't think in your language and then speak in English. It's like trying to dance by reading instructions. You'll never flow. The truth, you don't speak what you know. You speak what you think. If your thoughts are not in English, your words never will be. So, how do we fix this? Let me now show you exactly how to kill that translator, not with motivation, but with real mental training. Step 1. Replace words, not sentences. Start small. When you see something, a chair, a door, a tree, don't think the word in your language. Just say it silently in English. See a chair, think chair. See the sky, think sky is blue. Feel tired, think I'm tired. No full sentences, no grammar, just one English thought at a time. This is how you start killing the translator, word by word. Step 2. Use English in emotional moments. Your brain remembers emotion. When you're angry, tired, excited, or happy, force yourself to think those emotions in English. Don't say, I am happy in your language. Say, I'm so happy right now. Don't say, I'm scared in your native mind. Say, I feel nervous. These are the moments that stick. Step 3. Silence the native language for 5 minutes a day. For 5 minutes a day, Create a challenge. I will not allow a single thought in my native language. It will feel weird. You'll forget words. You'll get frustrated. You'll feel dumb. That's good, because it means your translator is dying, and in its place, a new mind is being born, an English thinking mind. Step 4. Watch with your brain, not just your eyes. When watching English videos, don't just watch. Repeat in your head. Copy the thoughts. If the person says, "I don't feel like going to work today," you say in your head, "I don't feel like going to work today." Don't just learn the sentence, adopt the thought. That's how thinking begins. You can't speak English fluently until you think English silently. And you can't think in English until you stop translating. You must kill the translator, not tomorrow, not next year, now. Chapter 2. Use the language loop, not memory. Let me start by asking you a simple question. When you hear a fluent speaker speak English, do you think they're translating every word before speaking? Of course not. They're not memorizing. They're not calculating grammar. They're not checking dictionary meanings in their head. So how are they speaking so easily? The answer is simple. They're not using memory. They're using something more powerful, a language loop. What is a language loop? A language loop is a natural system your brain creates when you hear, feel, understand, and repeat language without breaking the flow. Let me explain. Here's how most people try to learn English. They memorize vocabulary. They memorize grammar rules. They try to speak from memory. But the brain doesn't speak from memory. The brain speaks from loops, from familiar patterns that repeat again and again in real-life situations. Let me give you an example. When someone says, "How are you?" you don't stop and think, "Okay, this means they are asking about my condition. Let me now remember what to say." No, you say, "I'm fine, thank you." Why? Because it's a loop. You've heard it 1,000 times. You've used it 1,000 times. Your brain doesn't remember it. Your brain owns it. That's the language loop. Memory is slow. It can break. You forget a word and suddenly you're frozen. But loops are fast. They are like songs. They are like habits. They come out without thinking. The goal of fluency is not to remember English. The goal is to build enough strong loops that English flows naturally without effort. How to build these loops in your brain? Now, let me show you exactly how to create your own language loops. And don't worry, you don't need perfect grammar. You don't even need to speak aloud at first. You just need to train your brain like a speaker, not like a student. Step 1. Choose real-life loops, not fake sentences. Never waste time learning sentences like, "The cat is on the mat." Instead, learn what you'll actually say in life. "I'm getting ready for work." "Let me grab a coffee." "Do you want to hang out later?" "I don't feel like doing anything today." These are daily thoughts, not exam sentences. The more often you say them, hear them, feel them, the more they become a part of your loop system. Step 2. Practice input-output immediately. Here's what most people do wrong. They watch an English video, they understand, then they move on. Wrong. That's a broken loop. You must close the loop. Whatever you hear, repeat it. Use it. Speak it out loud. Whisper it. Write it. If you hear, "I'm not in the mood," you repeat it 10 times. You say, "I'm not in the mood." "I'm not in the mood to work today." "I'm not in the mood to study." Now your brain starts saying, "Okay, this sentence is useful. Let's keep it." That's how loops are built. Step 3. Feel the loop. Don't just understand it. Here's a secret no one tells you. Your brain remembers what your heart feels. If a sentence made you laugh, you'll remember it. If a sentence made you angry, you'll remember it. If a sentence made you feel connected, you'll use it again and again. So don't just study English, feel it. Let's say you hear the phrase, "I need a break." Now build a loop with it. Say it 10 times while walking. Whisper it while brushing your teeth. Write it in your diary. Say it when you feel stressed. Soon your brain doesn't need to remember it. It just gives it to you. That's a loop. Stop trying to remember English. Start creating mental loops that repeat again and again until they become automatic. Your fluency isn't stuck because you're dumb. It's stuck because your loops are weak. Strengthen them, and your fluency will rise like never before. Chapter 3. Break the fear of silent speaking. Now we move to something extremely important, something that kills thousands of English learners every year silently. They don't fail because of grammar. They don't fail because of vocabulary. They fail because of one thing: fear of silent speaking. Silent speaking means speaking English inside your head. It's when you talk to yourself in your thoughts, imagine conversations, practice alone in silence, speak in your mind before speaking out loud. This is where real fluency begins. But most people are too afraid to do this. They think, what if I say it wrong? What if someone hears me? What's the use of talking to myself? So they don't do it. And that's where they lose the race, not in grammar, but in courage. Why is silent speaking the key to thinking in English? Let me ask you something. When you speak your native language, do you need to think out loud to understand it? No, because you've spoken it in your mind thousands of times before. You practiced it without knowing. You had mental conversations for years. You only became fluent after private fluency. It's the same with English. If you're too afraid to speak to yourself in English, you'll never be ready to speak to the world. Now, let me give you exact tools that will completely destroy this fear. Step 1. Speak to yourself like a best friend. Forget about making it perfect. Just talk to yourself as if you're your best friend. I'm feeling lazy today. Let's go brush our teeth. You need to stop overthinking. This isn't a grammar test. This is brain training. Step 2. Practice mirror conversations silently. Look at yourself in the mirror and just think, how do I look today? Then answer silently. You look okay, but tired. You should probably sleep early tonight. Now you're not watching English. You're thinking English. Step 3. Use I sentences all day. Make it a rule from morning to night. Every time you think about yourself, think in English. I'm hungry. I need to finish this. I should call my friend. This is silent speaking, and it's the purest form of thinking in English. Step 4. Let your mistakes be invisible. The beauty of silent speaking is no one hears your mistakes. No one judges you. No one corrects you. It's your private world and the perfect place to grow your English mind. If you're not speaking inside, you'll never speak outside. Silent speaking is not silly. It's sacred. It's where fluency begins. You must break the fear, embrace the silence, and speak to yourself every single day. That's how you build the most powerful thing in language, a fluent mind. Chapter 4. Burn the books, build the voice. Let's be brutally honest. Most English learners are book smart, but not street smart in English. They know hundreds of grammar rules. They've memorized verb forms. They've passed exams. They've filled notebooks. But when it's time to speak, their mouth freezes. Why? Because English doesn't live in books. It lives in your voice. What's the problem with book English? Books teach you how to pass tests. Books give you definitions. Books give you information. But fluency doesn't come from information. Fluency comes from activation. Here's the truth nobody tells you. If your mouth doesn't practice, your brain can't speak. Books train your brain to read. Voice trains your brain to think and speak. Example, book English. I have an appointment at 4 p.m. Do you want to go to the cinema this evening? Real voice English. Got a meeting at 4. Want to catch a movie later? If your voice has never said it, your brain will never think it. You must build a personal English voice, one that doesn't come from reading, but from repeating, feeling, playing, and experimenting. What does build the voice mean? It means you stop waiting for permission. It means you stop waiting for confidence. It means you start using your voice even before it's perfect. Not once a week. Not when someone asks you. Every single day. Your voice is your fluency machine. If it's silent, your English is asleep. Now, let me guide you through a full system that will wake up your English voice and make it stronger than books ever could. Step 1. Shadowing with emotion. Choose any sentence you hear in English from YouTube, a podcast, or even a movie. Let's say, I can't believe this is happening. Now play it again. Say it at the same time with the same emotion, not just the words. Match the tone, the rhythm, the feeling. You're not copying a sentence, you're borrowing a voice. This is how actors train. This is how kids learn. This is how you build your English voice. Step 2. Repeat one sentence 100 times, not 100 sentences once. Let's say you choose, I need some time to think. Now repeat it in different ways. I really need some time to think. Ugh, I need some time to think. I need some time to think. Feel the sentence. Break it. Stretch it. Play with it. You're not memorizing, you're owning it. Step 3. Use audio recording without fear. Record your voice speaking English, even one sentence a day. Not to show anyone, not for YouTube, just for your brain. Because when you hear your own voice speaking English, your mind says, wait, I can speak. That's me. And that's when transformation begins. Step 4. Practice speaking without thinking first. Fluency is not about being correct. It's about being alive. Try this exercise. Set a 1-minute timer. Talk about anything, your room, your day, your plan. No preparation, no translation. Just go. Even if it's broken, even if you stop mid-sentence, it doesn't matter. Your voice is getting stronger every second. If your English is only in your mind, it will never come out. Burn the idea that books will make you fluent. Start building your voice. Whisper it. Repeat it. Record it. Shout it. Make it a daily ritual like brushing your teeth. Because your voice is the only book your brain believes. Chapter 5. Build thought paths, not vocabulary lists. Let's now destroy another lie. You were told that if you just learn enough words, you'll be fluent. So you collect vocabulary, 50 words a week, a list for travel, a list for food, a list for emotions. You memorize them, but when it's time to speak, you can't find them. They're gone. Why? Because you don't have a path to those words in your brain. They're just floating, disconnected. What are thought paths? A thought path is a mental connection between a real-life situation, a real emotion, a sentence, and a word. This is how your brain finds and uses language. Let me give you a real-life example. Tired. You don't need to memorize the word tired. You feel it every night. But most learners don't build a path. They just memorize. Tired. Feeling sleepy. That's not a path. That's a definition. Now build a path like this. Wake up after 3 hours of sleep. Feel your eyes burning. Say out loud or silently, I'm so tired today. Do this every time you're tired, not once. Do it 50 times. Now, when you feel tired again, your brain doesn't ask, what's the English word for this? It just says, I'm tired. That's a thought path. Why don't vocabulary lists work? Vocabulary lists are like buying ingredients without knowing how to cook. Yes, you have the word, but you have no way to use it, feel it, connect it. Thought paths are how you turn vocabulary into fluency. Let's build your brain like a real English speaker. Step 1. Use every new word in a real moment. Don't just write it. Use it when the moment is real. Learn annoyed. Use it when you're stuck in traffic. Learn excited. Use it when your favorite song comes on. Link the word to an emotion plus moment. That's how it becomes unforgettable. Step 2. Speak a full sentence, not the word alone. Don't say hungry. Say, I'm really hungry right now. I could eat anything. Don't say sad. Say, I feel really down today. I don't even know why. The full sentence becomes a path. It gives the word life. Step 3. Repeat the word in that path 10 times a week. Find moments during your day where that feeling returns and say the sentence again. Every repetition makes the connection stronger. In just weeks, you won't need vocabulary lists ever again. You don't need 5,000 English words. You need 500 words connected to your real life. Build thought paths, not flashcards. Feel the language. Connect it. Use it. That's how fluency becomes permanent. Chapter 6. Think in triggers, not in sentences. Let me begin by telling you something. Most English learners don't realize you don't need to build a sentence every time. You just need to attach the right English thought to the right trigger. That's what fluent people do all day. They're not inventing new sentences every time they speak. They're just responding automatically to triggers. What is a trigger? A trigger is anything that activates a specific thought in your mind. It can be a thing you see, a cup of coffee, a situation, someone greets you, a feeling, you feel cold, a time of day, morning, night. Fluent speakers don't translate or think. They react. Why? Because their brain has connected trigger equals English sentence so deeply, it happens instantly. That's fluency. Example. When a fluent person opens the window and feels cold air, they don't think, okay, what is this feeling? What's the English word? How should I say it? No, they just say, it's freezing, or it's chilly out today. Why? Because cold air is a trigger, and their brain has already linked it with an English sentence. Now, let's train your brain to do the same thing. Here's how to build your trigger-based fluency system. Step 1. Choose 5 daily triggers you see every day. Write them down right now. Example, waking up, looking at the mirror, drinking water, feeling tired, using your phone. Now choose one sentence for each. Wake up, I don't want to get out of bed. Mirror, I look tired today. Water, I need to stay hydrated. Phone, let me check my notifications. Don't worry about grammar. Just link the moment to a sentence. This is your trigger map. Step 2. Use the trigger out loud every time you see it. Every time you feel the trigger, speak the sentence. Even if you whisper it, even if it's inside your head, trigger, speak, trigger, speak, trigger, speak. Soon your brain will stop translating. It will start reacting just like a native speaker. Step 3. Upgrade the trigger every week. Let's say your sentence was, I'm tired. Next week, upgrade it. I feel exhausted after that long walk. I barely slept last night. Same trigger, better response. This is how your fluency grows layer by layer, naturally, not forcefully. Step 4. Create emotion-based triggers. This is the most powerful. Anytime you feel a strong emotion, use it. Angry, why do I always get annoyed so easily? Nervous, I hope everything goes well today. Happy, this moment feels really good. Your emotions are the best triggers because they are real, and your brain never forgets what is real. Stop trying to remember English. Start reacting to life in English. Connect your sentences to the world around you. Attach your thoughts to your emotions. When you live by triggers, you don't need to search for English. It comes to you. That's fluency. Chapter 7. Copy first. Understand later. The child's secret. Let me now tell you something shocking. Fluent English speakers did not understand everything when they first learned to speak. Not as children, not as adults learning a second language, not even actors learning difficult lines. They followed a simple rule. Copy first, understand later. Why this rule works and why you've been doing the opposite. As adults, we want to be correct. We say, I can't use this sentence unless I understand every word. I need to know the grammar rule before I speak. I'm afraid of using it wrong. But that mindset kills fluency. It's not how babies learn. It's not how actors memorize scripts. It's not how real language enters your brain. You need to copy, even if you don't fully get it yet, because your brain learns by repetition, not explanation. A child hears, "Give me that." They don't ask, "What is the grammar rule here?" They hear it 100 times, then they say it. Later, they understand. That's the copy first model, and that's the secret to real, living fluency. Now let me give you the perfect system to activate this copy power inside your brain. Step 1. Choose one powerful phrase you love. Don't pick boring textbook lines. Pick something with emotion, rhythm, and energy. Example, "You've got to be kidding me. I'm not in the mood for this. I can't believe it's already Friday." Choose just one. Step 2. Copy it 20 times a day without thinking about grammar. Say it like music. Whisper it, write it, say it with different emotions. Don't try to understand every word. Just own the phrase. Make it part of your system. Step 3. Use it in a real situation. Even if you're alone, you feel annoyed, say it. "I'm not in the mood for this." You feel excited, say, "This is unreal." Speak it in your room. Speak it in the shower. Speak it walking down the street. Each time you use it, your brain says, "This belongs to me." Now, step 4. Review later. Now you can learn why it works. After the sentence is already in your brain, then study the grammar or meaning. Now your brain has context. You're not learning grammar from a rule book. You're learning it from real language you've already used. That's powerful. That's permanent. Stop being a student. Start being a copy machine. Let the sentence live in your mouth first. Let your brain catch up later. That's how kids speak. That's how actors speak. That's how fluency is born. Chapter 8. Train with real-life dialogues, not textbook lines. Let's be honest again. You've been taught how to construct sentences, but not how to survive a conversation. You've learned, "Where is the library?" "This is a pen." "My name is nice." But no one actually talks like that. You don't hear this in cafes, offices, homes, or airports. Why? Because real English is fast. It's emotional. It's casual. It's connected. If you want to think and speak in English, you must train with the kind of language that people actually use, not what textbooks show. Why does textbook English fail? Here's the truth. Textbook English is clean, slow, and perfect. Real-life English is messy, fast, and full of feeling. Textbook, "Hello, how are you today?" Real life, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" You good? Textbook, "I would like to have a cup of coffee." Real life, "Can I grab a coffee?" Give me a latte. You got any oat milk? Your brain is trained to recognize robot English, but the world speaks human English. That's why when real people talk, you freeze. What is dialogue training? Dialogue training is when you train your brain and mouth to handle real situations with real emotion and real rhythm. You practice full conversations, not disconnected phrases. You react, you respond, you imagine. It's language in action. And this is what makes your English thinking alive. Let's now build your conversation confidence with full immersion. Step 1. Choose one daily situation. Pick something you do every week: buying groceries, ordering food, talking to a friend, asking for directions, booking a cab. This is your dialogue zone. Now let's activate it. Step 2. Write a simple, real conversation. Let's take an example: ordering coffee. You, "Hey, can I get a medium cappuccino with almond milk?" Barista, "Sure." "Anything else?" You, "No, that's all." Barista, "For here or to go?" You, "To go, please." Barista, "That'll be $4. You, "Here you go." Thanks. Now say it 10 times. Feel the flow. Copy the tone. Feel the realness of the moment. Don't memorize, live it. Step 3. Role play it silently every day. Sit alone. Close your eyes. Visualize the cafe, the people, the menu, the smell, and have the dialogue in your mind. Say it silently or whisper it. This is not acting. This is mental programming. Each time you do it, your brain becomes more prepared. And when the real moment comes, you won't need to think, you'll just respond. Step 4. Record yourself playing both roles. This is powerful. Act like both people. Record, hey, can I get a cappuccino? Sure. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Now listen to your voice. Listen again. Repeat it. You're not just learning English, you're building experience. And your brain trusts what it has experienced. Don't train for the classroom. Train for the world. Practice what people really say, not perfect sentences, but real ones. Not grammar charts, but conversations. Because the goal is not to pass a test. The goal is to connect, react, and speak like a real human being. Chapter 9. Speak before you're fluent. That's how you become fluent. This is one of the biggest lies that learners believe. I'll start speaking when I'm fluent. I'll speak when I know enough. I'll speak when I feel confident. And that's why they stay silent for years. But here's the truth. You don't wait until you're fluent to speak. You speak now, so you become fluent. Why is waiting the enemy of fluency? Think of a person who wants to learn swimming, but they say, first, I'll read books about water. Then I'll watch 100 videos. Then I'll buy the perfect swimsuit. And then I'll try. They never learn to swim because swimming doesn't happen on land. And fluency doesn't happen in silence. You only learn by jumping in. You only grow by getting wet. When you speak early, even if you make mistakes, your brain begins building sentence patterns. You gain real muscle memory. You get used to your own English voice. Waiting keeps your brain in fear. Speaking early builds freedom. Even broken English is better than silent English. Let's now break your fear and build your courage. Step 1. Speak every day, alone if needed. Yes, even if you're in your room, even if you talk to your wall, even if no one replies, start a habit of 2 minutes a day. Talk about your day. Talk about what you see. Talk about what you feel. Example, today I woke up late. I feel a little lazy, but I have things to do. Don't worry about grammar. Worry about movement. Step 2. Celebrate broken sentences. Let me say this clearly. Broken sentences are beautiful. Why? Because they are real. They show that you're not afraid. They show that you've started. Even native speakers make mistakes. Even professionals pause. Fluency is not about perfection. It's about flow. Keep the flow going. The accuracy will follow. Step 3. Speak with a mirror or camera. Look into your own eyes. Tell your story. Give a speech. Act like a teacher. It will feel strange at first. That's normal. But after 10 days, you'll start smiling because you'll realize, hey, I sound better. This is working. That's the birth of real confidence. Step 4. Speak even when you don't know the words. Don't stop. Don't freeze. Don't run to Google. If you don't know the word, describe it. The thing you wear on your head, cap. It's like when you feel sad, but not really, maybe bored. This builds the power of English thinking, and your brain becomes a problem solver, not a dictionary. You don't become fluent and then speak. You speak, and that's how you become fluent. Speak now. Speak wrong. Speak scared. Speak tired. Speak loud. Speak slow. But just speak. Because silence is safe, but fluency lives in your voice. Chapter 10. Turn English into your operating system, not an app. Let me ask you something that no English teacher has ever asked you. Do you use English like a phone app or like the phone itself? Think about it. When you open an app, you use it for a few minutes, then you close it. You go back to your regular life. That's how most learners treat English. They use it only when they watch a YouTube video, they attend a class, they practice a sentence for 5 minutes, and then they shut it down. Back to their native language, back to their old thoughts, back to someday I'll speak. That's why their English never becomes real. The truth, fluency is not an activity, it's an operating system. Your brain is like a computer. It runs everything through a system: your thoughts, your decisions, your reactions, your language. Right now, your system is running on your native language. And English? It's just a little app sitting in the corner, waiting to be opened once a day, maybe. But if you want to think and speak in English naturally, you must install English as your operating system. It must be always running in the background. Even when you're not speaking, even when you're walking, cooking, thinking, dreaming. It means you wake up and say, "Let's get out of bed," in English. You check your phone and think, "Any messages yet?" in English. You feel hungry and say, "I could eat something right now." You get nervous and whisper, "I'm not ready for this, but I'll do it anyway." It means English is not something you use. It's something you live. This is how you make English your second mind. Step 1. Attach English to your daily triggers permanently. You already have routines. You brush your teeth. You eat breakfast. You go for a walk. You check Instagram. Now insert English in every step. Okay, time to brush. I'm feeling sleepy still. Wow, look at the clouds. Let's check what's going on. You don't need to speak aloud. You just need to think every step in English. If you do this for 30 days, your brain will say, "I don't need my native language to survive anymore." That's the installation process. Step 2. Change the language of your environment. Your system is not just your brain, it's your phone, your apps, your playlists, your YouTube, your notes. Everything you touch daily must be in English. Set your phone to English. Change your GPS voice. Write your to-do list in English. Rename your playlists. Set reminders that speak to you in English. This creates a world where your brain has no choice but to adapt. It will switch automatically. Step 3. Talk to yourself in emotional moments. The operating system is tested during emotions, not in easy moments. When you feel angry, happy, nervous, hopeful, proud, speak it in English. Why do I always mess things up? This is so exciting. I'm scared, but I'll do it. I'm proud of how far I've come. These are the sentences that burn into your brain. These are the sentences that become permanent. Your emotions are the power source of your OS. Step 4. Stop turning English off. Most learners speak English only when it's time to study. That's a mistake. Your goal is to never turn English off. You don't turn off your breathing. You don't turn off your heartbeat. Don't turn off your English. Let it become your first reaction, your default thought, your inner conversation. Even when you speak in your native language, think in English first. This is the final stage. Stop using English like a visitor. Start living in it like a citizen. Install English into your operating system. Make it the language of your life, not your exam. That's when fluency stops being a dream and becomes your new reality. Let's be honest one last time. There are millions of English learners in the world right now. Some are watching grammar tutorials. Some are buying vocabulary books. Some are still afraid to speak. But you reached the end of this video. You stayed through every chapter. You listened not just with your ears, but with your heart. And that's why you will change, because now you know something that most learners will never understand. You don't learn English to speak it. You speak it to become someone new, someone more confident, someone more connected, someone who doesn't just speak English, but thinks, feels, and lives inside it. So here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be like anyone else. You just need to be consistent. You just need to speak when it's scary. You just need to think in English when it feels strange and keep going anyway. Because the truth is, fluency isn't a gift, it's a decision, a daily decision, a quiet, personal, powerful decision that no one sees, but everyone feels. And if you made it here, if you're still listening, then I know something about you. You've already made that decision. From today, English is not your subject. It is your second mind. It is your new world. It is your home. So walk in it, speak in it, think in it, and never leave it again. Because the only thing standing between you and fluency is your own permission. And now you have it. To all my learners, if this video from Native Explorer touched your heart, if it opened your eyes, if it finally made you believe that yes, I can speak English like them, then share this video, watch it again, live it daily, and comment below. This video changed my English. I'm ready now. Thank you for trusting Native Explorer. Now go speak, not someday, today, and now.